Almost 1 year ago today, I was flat broke. I'm talking, do I get groceries today or put gas in my car type broke. I was 4 years into college with no real clear path of what I wanted to do once I graduated. I was working a minimum wage job as a mover at my college. I had an apartment, so I had rent to pay, I had tuition to pay, and I had bills to pay, and I came to the realization, I need more money, like now. Now, this is the point that most people will consider a second job, including myself. But between going to college full-time and working a part-time job, I had no time to do this. Even if I were to get a second job and take up 24 hours out of the day, I would still have barely any money to pay rent. So in this video, I'm going to reveal to you why getting a second job is actually going to keep you broke and what I did instead that allowed me to make $12,000 profit in 1 month while going to college full-time and still working my job. So before we get started, let me just make something clear. Working a second job may help you in the short term to pay the bills, but in the long term, you're still going to stay pretty broke. And let me explain why. So for example, let's say you make around $3,000 per month profit from your normal job. And then let's say between mortgage, car payments, kids if you're a parent, your expenses are around $2,500 per month. So you're making about $3,000 profit per month and just $2,500 worth of expenses. And let's not forget the randomness of life. Your car might break down, your water heater might explode, and $500 per month, that's not that much wiggle room, as you know. So now you're thinking about getting a second job that, let's say, increases your income to around $4,000 profit per month. Now with two jobs, the bills are getting paid barely, and your entire day is gone. This is a concept I like to call uncomfortably comfortable. This might be when your life is not the best, but it's not so bad to the point where you're motivated and inspired to make an actual change. Bills are just getting paid and you're managing to just put food on the table, but you're kind of still stuck in the same spot. So how do you actually escape this rut? Well, you have to do something called have a scalable income. And this is something I realized very early on when I was flat broke. Instead of getting a second job, I needed to build something that could make me a ton of money eventually down the road. Now, there's a few different ways to do this, but what I like to recommend is disconnecting your time from your money. You see, if you're working a second job that pays you by the hour, there's 24 hours in a day, so you physically can't work more hours than that, meaning you physically can't make more money than that. You're stuck. However, if you find a way to disconnect your time with the money you earn, you can technically earn as much money as possible. For example, let's say I have a store that sells water bottles. There's physically no limit to how many of these I can sell per hour. Now, in this example where I'm selling water bottles, in the beginning, I'm gonna have to spend a lot of time setting up a store, getting inventory, getting a manufacturer, setting up advertisements. But once I get the store up and running and the sales start to come in, eventually down the road, I only have to maintain it here and there to make sure everything's running smoothly. So you put in the time in the beginning to build a system, a store, that could sell products all of the time, 24/7 with barely any input. This is a perfect example of separating your time and money. Now, you might be sitting here and asking yourself, that's great and all, John, but I don't have any money to buy 1,000 water bottles to sell. I don't know how to run an online store. And I can't really risk buying a bunch of products that might not even sell. Well, I can relate to you because that's the exact same problem I had when I started. So what if I told you there was a side hustle out there that you can start with almost no money down, that takes a few days to set up, and you can start making money the same week? Well, that's exactly what I started back then, and it's called TikTok Shop Affiliate. And here's a basic rundown of how TikTok Shop works. So if you're ever scrolling through TikTok, you might see an orange link on a lot of people's videos. Those are called TikTok Shop affiliates, and I'm one of them. Basically, all you gotta do is film yourself promoting products such as this water bottle to customers. And if one of the customers watching the video buys it through your link, you just get a commission off of it. And the best part is you don't own the product. You just need one sample to make a video. If somebody buys it through your link, they just get it from the store. They handle all of the shipping, all of the customer experience, any returns. All you gotta do is make a video. That's it. It's really simple. And to start a TikTok Shop account, it's actually pretty easy. First thing you need is an account with over 1,000 followers. And then you're gonna wanna scan this QR code right here to apply for the TikTok Shop. Once you're in TikTok Shop, you're gonna wanna scan through the product marketplace. You're gonna find a bunch of different products to promote on there, and whatever you find that you think you can make a good video on, just order it to your house. Now you can do this through TikTok Shop, but I personally like to do it through Amazon because their shipping is a lot faster. Now, once this product comes through the mail, let's use this water bottle for example, all you gotta do is start making videos on it. So you can make a video such as, I've always had water bottles, but they never keep my water cool and they always break. That's exactly why I got this one right here. And if you guys want to grab it for yourselves, I'm going to leave the link for it right here. That's it. Now, once you post that video and you attach that little orange link, it goes into the algorithm, and anytime someone sees that video and buys this product through your link, you get a commission off of it. Now, these commissions range from a few cents to a few dollars, which might not sound like a lot, but it adds up quick, trust me. And this is exactly what I started doing almost a year ago today. I was promoting a bunch of different products like phone chargers, phone holders, and one of my favorites right here, a little printer. It was a pretty cool thing. It's a little thermal printer. You can put all kinds of funny images, and it sold for around 10 bucks, and I got around $2 profit every time someone bought it from me. Now again, that doesn't sound like a lot of money, but it adds up quick, and let me give you an example. So this video got a couple million views, and a lot of people bought it. Thousands of people. If you do the math, if 5,000 people bought that printer from me and I got $2 every single time, 5 times 2, that's $10,000 right to my pocket. And I don't even have the product, I'm just selling it. And here's some screenshots of just how much money I was making from that printer. Thousands and thousands of dollars every single day profit right into my bank account. And that's one of the greatest things about TikTok Shop. Once you post a video and it's in the algorithm, it works for you. Good analogy one of my friends told me is imagine every TikTok Shop video as if you're getting a drill and you're just letting it drill into the earth. Once you have hundreds of videos out there, hundreds of different drills are drilling into the earth. Eventually, one of them is gonna strike oil and you're gonna be all set. So the videos you post on TikTok Shop are just gonna make money in the background. And this gives you time to work your full-time job, do something passionate, spend time with your friends and your family, and just sit back, relax, and make some money. And this isn't theory. This is exactly what happened to me. I went from making $10,000 a year to making $10,000 a month profit. It was crazy. Even when I'm sitting in this car making this video talking to you guys, I'm making money right now. In fact, let me pull my phone out. It's around 5 p.m. right now. I've already made close to $200, and that's just me sitting in here making a YouTube video. TikTok Shop is the greatest way to disconnect your money from your time. The money I'm making right now is from YouTube videos that I posted 2 or 3 weeks ago. And if you want a full rundown of how to actually do TikTok Shop successfully, here's my other YouTube video right here. You just click my channel or go to the link in my description. In those videos, I reveal the secrets of how I'm successful at TikTok Shop more than 99% of people that do affiliate. So in conclusion, if you want to make extra money to not only help pay the bills right now, but to actually free yourself financially in the long term, you gotta disconnect your time from your money. Now, my personal experience, TikTok Shop is the best way to do this. You need almost no money upfront to start, and you can make a ton of money really quick. And that's exactly what I did. In fact, I was making so much money from TikTok Shop, I actually quit my full-time job and I moved to Miami here. And if you want more of that story, check out this video. So I am telling you guys, this stuff is so crazy. It's scalable, it's easy to start, and once you get going, you can make some serious money with this. Now, I hope you guys found some value in this video, and if you want to check out any of my other social media accounts, I'm going to leave that link in the description below. I got my YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and I go more in depth of how to make TikTok Shop videos, and I give you guys personal advice. With that being said, everyone, good luck, God bless, and peace. I'll catch you all later.